All right, guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. We just did the Flat Dark Earth Lancer mag kind of review slash comparison video. So let's jump right into what I promised in that video, and that is the installation of the Elftmann. Let's see here, Elftmann tactical trigger. Like I said before, I want to really dive into videos that I think should be out there and maybe answer some questions for people, maybe questions that I had. I don't have any right off the top of my head, but the main thing I was trying to find when researching this Elftmann trigger was the 308 variant. And really all I could find out there was the AR15 variant. So I ended up pulling the trigger on it, pun intended, anyways, and I bought the 308, let's see, the Elftmann AR10 2 to 3/4 to 4 pound skeletonized trigger. And today we're just going to be attempting to install this. I have not ever in my life installed a trigger. I have watched a few videos on how to do this, and also Elftmann gives you a nice instruction manual. So I'm going to be kind of following these instructions with you guys hanging out with me, and I'm going to try to show each step that I take when performing this install. If you've watched other Elftmann videos out there, you'll know that these things are extremely modular. I'm not going to take mine apart because I don't, you'll see it elsewhere. You can change out the hammer, the trigger mechanism, I believe. There's springs back here that you can replace, and extremely modular. They are very smooth, I guess. At the end, we'll do some dry firing. People may give me some backlash for that, but I don't care because it's mine. It's my gun, Anyway, so on the instructions here, and I guess this is probably common sense, blue Loctite for the set screws. And also in the package came, well, okay, so this didn't come in the package, but in the package, these two objects came. This is a, let's see, they call it a floor plate to protect the receiver, and that's gonna kind of go in. Hopefully you can see this. I have no idea what you're seeing right now, but it kind of drops down into the lower receiver here. So without further ado, I have the pressure kind of off my trigger. I'm going to attempt to push the pins and take it out. And I'm not sure if this needs to be, well, it can only be on fire when it's not cocked. All right, so now I'm going to get me a Allen wrench. Need a little sturdier one. I did find this Allen wrench. I don't know the size of it. It was just in this little set that I had, and it happened to fit it, but the trigger does not come with an Allen wrench. All right, let's see. I don't know if these, okay, there's one. I bet this is under a lot of tension. If I cock the trigger back, if it would unseize this. I gotta be careful, I don't want to scratch my firearm. I'm gonna try to just kind of hit it. It moved a little bit. All right, well, I'm not succeeding with that. I'm not gonna take the rear one out yet. I'm gonna go, actually, let me try, I have some little screwdrivers. I try to maybe punch it with a screwdriver. It's a little easier to handle than an Allen wrench. There it goes. All right, cool. So I'm not going to be able to pull those out. It does not look like. Let me see. Can I continue to push them through though? I can. Okay. I'm going to hold on to this trigger. I don't know what it's going to do. It is under, oh gosh, it is under spring tension, but we got it. And wow, that's a lot of parts. Okay. Trigger is out. And this is of the DPMS Oracle by Panther Arms. And the reason I got a trigger is because this is a budget firearm, right? I think bare bones, it was like $800 with no scope. Very, very accurate firearm. I don't know all the MOA terms and whatnot, but I do know that if something's out there, I can hit it. And I can hit it very accurately, especially out on the range. You know, you set up and you put you down a lead sled or something. It does drive tax. So for being a budget AR10, it really has impressed me. And that's why I've decided to spend, I think this was like, I think it was around $300 for this model, the AR10 model, skeletonized. That's why I'm investing more money into it. This is going to turn into really a coyote and boar hunting rifle, as well. I'll hunt deer with it as well, but I plan to get some night vision for it. And my last video, I said I got an OSS suppressor ordered. I should have that by this winter. I ordered it in February, so we will see about that. But all right, so this looks pretty straightforward. It looks like I would just drop this in, set the pins, and drop this in, put these pins in, right? And then do the set screws, which I have to Loctite. So let's see. That seems too simple to be good. I think the safety selector has to come out. I think, because I think it has to go, on top of this right here to keep it from being pushed up. So I've never taken out a safety selector switch, but let's see if we can figure it out. Actually, let me read the instructions. Pull the pins. It does say, well, in this one picture here, it does have the safety selector removed. I don't want to scratch it up on the other side. So I'm just going to keep pushing on it for a minute before I try to, I'm sure there's a little trick to it and people are going to judge me, but you know, whatever. But if I can do this, anyone can. I do promise you that. I'm not no gunsmith by any means. I don't, you know, I love firearms. Oh, that scared me. I love working on firearms. A little bit gunsmithing is something I kind of want to do when I one day retire. So I would like to get into some kind of stuff like that. I wish I told you how to remove the safety switch because I don't know how. I wonder if this will just go in. If I put it on fire, I wonder if this will just drop in with. All right, to answer that, no, it will not. So I got to figure out how to get this safety switch back on, or out, I should say. And we'll go from there. I'm probably going to punch it. I have to be careful because this is a glass table, and if I break it, my wife will murder me. So let's see here. I feel like it should just slide on out because there's nothing holding it in place. Oh. It's like spring-loaded or something. All right, this is really weird. Sorry, bear with me. I'm not going to stop the video for this because other people struggle too. So if you want to get past this part, just, wow, that was cool. Never mind. Got it. So to do this, for people that are like me and have never done this before, let me see if I can get this back in so I can tell you how to take it out. Oh, there's a... Oh no, did I just do that? Oh, come out, please. So, I just goofed. Pretty hard, actually. It's okay. It's okay. Builds character. All right, so I scuffed up the end of this. You see that? In here, there's a little, I don't even, like, tension put button or something. So, to get this safety lever back in there, I'm going to get it ready, and then I'm going to push it down with something. Maybe I will push it down with something. Like I said, bear with me, guys. I'm no gunsmith. I'm just doing this because I enjoy it. And I want to start making content and, you know, getting out there. I got a bunch of cool stuff coming up. We're going to be doing, we're going to be blowing up 50 pounds of tannerite here within the next couple of weeks. And I already got all that here at the house. And oh, no, come on. Okay, got it. Ooh, okay. So I did scuff up my safety selector, but that's okay. I could probably just put some matte black nail polish or something on there. All right, so what I did, now I don't know if this is the correct way to do it or how it should be done, and there's probably a faster way to do it, so find that out. Go on YouTube, let me know in the comments how stupid I am for not searching this first, okay? All right, so I just kind of like put some pressure on the back here, and it did give it a little pop out as I turned it. And as I turned it like that, I just turn it backwards, so it's in, and then I push on it, I turn it towards safe, and it gave me a little, it started coming out a little bit as I'm applying pressure, and then I turn it back over to fire, and it comes out further, and then it just comes right out. That's actually neat, and I hope I did that correctly. I can't believe I scratched this. Whatever. It won't be the last scratch that is put on this bad boy. All right, so now I'm going to put Loctite where the instructions tell me to put Loctite, and that is in these set screws on the top here. I'm gonna back them almost all the way out. I'm gonna put a drop of Loctite in there, and I'm gonna put them back in. I'm gonna screw them back in, and it says to wipe off the excess. So I'm gonna grab a paper towel really fast. I'll be right back. Alright, got my handy dandy paper towel. My wife's gonna kill me too. This towel is one of our good ones. Alright, should be alright. Get rid of some of these excess tools that I do not need. I got my Allen that turns the set screws. So now the set screws are accessed, the Allen portion is accessed from the inside next to the hammer. So I'm just gonna go in here and I'm gonna screw them out ways. If this will fit, there it goes. It's a really weird thing, like one of these screws fit my Allen wrench perfect. Like it just dropped right in, smooth as butter. And the other one, not so much. What? This thing has yellow Loctite on it. That's weird. All right, that's about as far as I want to back that out. Anyway, yeah, see that fits perfect, that Allen, but the other side, you have to kind of work it. All right, cool. So I have backed these out. I should say I've backed them in to where I'll be able to put a drop of Loctite on each side and then screw them back in. All right, let me shake this. I think you're supposed to shake it. All right, put little drops, put a couple drops on there, drop, and drop right there. All right, it's gonna go around those threads nicely. I'll screw this top back on, like that. All right, now I'm just gonna bring them back in. The instructions state to basically wipe off the excess, which there's gonna be a ton of, as I am finding out right now. But it also states to make sure these are flush before you put them in the lower receiver. Wow, there's a ton of excess, and I will show you what I'm talking about here shortly. So. While I'm doing this, like I said, the whole reason behind this video is I couldn't find any AR10 Elftmann trigger videos out there. There might be some out there now. I ordered this 3 months ago while I was deployed. And when I was searching them up, I couldn't find any. So I told myself that I was going to make an install video of the Elftmann trigger. And also I'll do a review on it once I get some range time. I just got back a couple days ago, so I'm excited for some range time as well. Alright, so the excess is there. I'm going to wipe that off. And I really hope the camera is capturing everything because I cannot see what you guys are seeing. I am going to make sure we're still recording just because I cannot see. And we are still recording. If you've bared with me this far, thank you. You're awesome and I love you. All right, so the instructions say to make sure the screws are in just enough to where it's flush, right? So I don't know how I can aim this at the camera, but you see that they're not sticking up at all. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the floor plate, and that will protect the lower receiver, even though I just screwed my safety switch up. It don't need no more protecting. All right, so let's see here. It goes in. All right, so this floor plate looks like it's supposed to drop in with the short side toward the stock. So like this, see the long, and it'll drop in just like that. And it's gonna lay, can't really move the camera, but it's gonna lay all the way to this end, to that side. I hope you can see that. It's probably really dark and I apologize in advance. All right, got my floor plate put in there. And now I think all you gotta do is drop in the trigger like so. Oh no, oh my gosh. I just got so scared. Let me tell you what just happened. So the DPMS, like I said, budget gun. This right here isn't like interchangeable. And I figured that out the hard way because I bought a part for it and I couldn't do it. Whatever. I dropped my trigger in and the trigger hits this bottom, and I was thinking that this super expensive trigger is not going to fit my DPMS. However, if you pull it up and line it up how it's supposed to with the pinholes, it fits perfectly. So a little mini heart attack moment there. Hopefully you guys do not experience the same thing. All right, I'm gonna push these pins through like so. There's one. And here is the second one. I don't know if they're supposed to be, they have little notches. I don't know if they're supposed to be, which side they're supposed to be on or what. All right, cool. So now I got my set screws in there. I got the trigger in there. Hopefully everybody can see this. I am going to put the safety selector back in there before I start tightening down the set screws. Just because I want, oh gosh, I just threw it. All right, just because I want everything to be exactly how it's gonna be when I go to use it. Okay. Now I gotta do this. And this is kind of difficult. I don't like how difficult this part is. There's probably a tool out there for it, but whatever. I'm just your average Joe Smo trying to put together a cool gun, you know? Okay. All right. God, I cannot believe I wrecked that. I guess I'll just have to buy a new one. All right, so I'm on fire, I'm on safe, fire safe, just function testing, well, function checking everything, and it is still loose in there, which is 100% okay, because we're about to do the set screws. So this says to, it's kind of weird. It talks about a install a 1/4-inch lock screw on top to lock them in place. Now that I did not see that this came with 1/4-inch lock screws at all. So I guess I'm gonna just be hoping the Loctite does its job. It could have came with 1/4-inch lock screws. I don't personally have any. When I was deployed, I wanted to see the trigger. I asked my wife to open the package for me, and she did and showed me on the phone. So I don't think she would have lost anything like that. But it does show in step 7 to put the lock screws on top and lock it in place. Unfortunately, I don't have that. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and just lock these in. It says do it like a quarter turn at a time, and then until it's nice and firm and like level. So let's see here. Turn each side until it just touches, then alternate so the pressure is evenly distributed. This will hold the pins with pressure, adjust pressure against the receiver holes. Okay. Do I need to have this thing on safe or fire? I'm gonna put it on safe. Okay, that one just started touching, and I'm gonna screw in the other one. Okay, that one just started touching, and let's see here. Now it says, all right, now I just alternate so that the pressure is evenly distributed from side to side. Seems easy enough. This is a really easy drop-in trigger. I'm very novice, as you guys can most definitely tell, but this has been a very easy experience for me. Come on, Allen key, get in there. Let's see here. I'm gonna give them a little like good snug. I don't want to strip anything, but don't have lock screws. Okay. So there you have it. I'm pretty sure that is the Elftmann trigger install. And fits perfect in there. There's a little gap at the bottom. You can see that. Elftmann does have this, I think I read or saw somewhere where it does kind of like a half cock, like that. Not sure if it has a purpose. I think it's for safety, so that if you drop it, it doesn't, do its thing and makes the firearm go off. But it's got, let's see here. Oh, it's such a light pull, such a light pull. Like, it's literally just, like, that's it. That's all there is to it. And I will do a close-up dry fire with this once I get my upper receiver on and the hammer has something to actually hit other than a round, because that would be bad. All right, so I love the skeletonized look. The trigger seems great so far. There is, according to the instructions, a pull weight adjustment right here at the top. It's that back screw there. Hopefully you're able to see that. If not, I apologize. And if you would like to see that, definitely let me know in the comments and I'll make it happen. All right, so I'm gonna install this upper receiver because I believe I'm finished. It's pretty cool. That's exciting. I'm really excited to go to the range. Supposed to be meeting up with my suppressor dealer here in the next couple of weeks, and since he already has the suppressor, me and him are going to go to the range and fire it on this AR10 before my tax stamp comes in. But he will be present and it will be in his possession. Gotta keep things legal, boys and girls. Okay. Overall, can't even talk. Overall, this DPMS, man, I couldn't have asked for a better rifle. Deer hunted with it. I shoot it all the time. I've never had any issues. The only thing that sucked was the trigger. And it was so bad to where if you're really like getting into target practicing and you're firing, I'd pull the trigger, boom, right? and then you kind of wait and then click reset. Well, this DPMS trigger, and I never greased it or anything, but it wouldn't even click back forward to reset. Like half the time you'd have to bump it with your finger in order to get it to reset. I'm really hoping this camera is capturing all this, but we'll see. If you see this video, it captured what I wanted it to. All right, so let me go ahead and rack it. All right, and do a function check. Let's see if we can see how light the trigger is here. Oh man, that is smooth, it's precise, it's just a click. That is so nice. Wow, that is so nice. Let's see here. And go ahead, judge me for how I hold my trigger, okay? Some people do this, some people do this. I do this when I'm accuracy shooting, so whatever. Just watch the finger. That is so nice. That is so nice. I might play with the weight on it a little bit. I might do that, but that is so nice. Wow. That is so much better than what I had. Just the cleanest break. You barely pull it, boom, it's there. It's there. I'll do it one more time. I'm gonna do it with my thumb actually this time, so you can see just the trigger movement itself. Oh, if I don't drop my arm. That's it. Barely took anything. I'm really excited to put some rounds on paper with this. I think it's gonna improve things a lot. This trigger group that came with the rifle was sticky. It was hard to pull. You know, it served its purpose. I probably have a couple rounds, probably got 700 or 800 rounds out of this firearm so far. So it served its purpose, but I just cannot wait to hunt with this trigger. I can't. Let me make sure the safety I might have a problem. It's not cocked right now and it still lets me go to safe. So let me function check that really fast. Okay, safe. Oh, okay. So it's safe. Safety is on. However, unlike this trigger, where if it's dry fired, or I should say not cocked, it would not let you go to safety. This trigger group, however, lets me, without it being cocked, lets me put it on safety. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Let me see. It probably will set the trigger. Yeah, set the trigger. What did that do? Okay. So the hammer actually goes off when it's on safety. That's scary. I'm gonna have to look into that and figure out if there's a reason behind it. But the hammer literally hits and clicks if it's on safety while you rack it. It pulled the trigger just then. I put it back on fire. Okay, I'm so confused. All right, let me look at this one more time. All right, we'll put it on safety. I'm gonna rack it. Okay, it won't pull. Put it on fire. Bang. Okay, maybe I was just hearing things. I was thinking, maybe you heard the click too. I was thinking that when it was on safe and you pulled it back, I guess when I let it go slow, I heard a little click. I thought that was the hammer hitting forward, but bang. All right, well then there is no problems. So I guess I was kind of freaking out for nothing. All right, awesome. Well, thanks for staying tuned. Hopefully, you probably didn't watch the whole video because I'm half stupid, but thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video was somewhat informational and helpful. This is the 308 skeletonized Elftmann trigger, and it's smooth. It's smooth as butter. I definitely think it's worth the money. You know, pick it up. The DPMS is definitely in need of a new trigger. If you own one, you know what I'm talking about. So stay tuned. I think the next couple videos we're going to be blowing up the tannerite, probably suppressor video coming pretty soon. And I'm also going to get, excuse me, I'm going to be getting a ATN 4K ATN 4K scope, the night vision with the infrared light. I'm going to be getting that for this, and I'm also probably going to be doing a review on the Magpul bipod, the new one. I got one on the way right now. I'm going to shave this, and hopefully it'll drop back to here, and hopefully allow me to put my bipod and my handguard on this short handguard at the same time. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'm not going to ask you to like, comment, subscribe, because I really don't care. But yeah, stay pretty.